to do different things. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Okay, so let's go over Gloom Oki. Cool. Yeah, let's go over Gloom Oki real quick. So let's see. So there are so many different situations for Gloom. So we're gonna go over them. Pretty liberally here. So you'll have to bear with me. So the basic Gloom Oki that you'll probably first start out with is basic into neutral B Gloom. As you see right there, I'll just do B pin. It covers neutral tech, and it's pretty meaty, which is why I recommend defaulting to it. For example, let me to show you how meaty it actually is. Let me show you Wagner trying to FF it on Wake Up. Where is it? So this will be her trying to FF it on Wake Up. If you do it properly, they just get hit instead of absorbing the projectiles. So, I wonder. Okay, well, you can believe me when I say it's meaty. So we have other options too. If you think they're going to back tech, can I set back tech? Quick recovery, backward. So let me make sure this works. So if they back tech, as you see, I'm gonna turn off the reversal for now. As you see, if they back tech, you don't cover it. So that's why you would do forward B Gloom. The problem with forward B Gloom is you see how far away I am. So I have to go like this if I even want to come close to mixing. So it's a lot of time. Which means generally what I'm doing is this. Because it gets me in range to mix up. The upsides to this are if they VO. I'm gonna put it on. So I'll show you guard. Or guard timing. Okay. Let's see if this works. So you see that they block it and I hit them with the low. If we turn reversal action VO on. Let's see, that's the thing here, right? Bail off, yeah. So if we turn reversal action VO on. Okay, I have to turn guard off actually, probably. Is it really not bail off? Whoa, oh, she doesn't have meter! Sorry guys, I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb. Thank you. 1 second. So you don't get hit at all. While if they're still there, they'll block. So I'll show you with the high version of the mix-up. So you get a full combo. So those are the two basic Oki setups. Let me turn veil off. So And so you have to guess 50-50 between these. So what do you do if you don't want to guess between techs? You do run up A Gloom because you can dash. Can hide? Does hide? Can DP the TP? Yeah. You have to. I could vary the teleport timing to cross up your inputs. So good. I don't recommend it unless you have CS. Most characters can DP the teleport, obviously, because it puts them right next to you. But timing means they might not be able to do it on time. So if you do this, this also doesn't catch back tech because, or this doesn't catch. This catches back tech kind of. They get enough time to actually hit you out of the air, or if they backdash or jump back, they can hit you for it. So that's why that doesn't actually cover back tech also. But if you run up, you can cover back tech too, and that also covers neutral tech. As you can see, the issue with this is now it's not meaty. And I'll show you. You can tell it's not meaty because you'll watch her do stuff. Or sorry, that's too close. Or whoops. So you see how I got hit? A lot of normals won't actually get hit there. And if you're just actually dash blocking, then I don't get anything out of it. Cool. So then what you can do is like this. So that covers dash blocking and neutral tech. But it doesn't cover back tech, obviously. So whenever you're going for a Gloom setup, you could cover 2 of 3. Back tech, neutral tech, and dash block. You don't get to cover all 3. Which sucks. Oh, and just for reference, so this is what happens if you do forward B. You see that that's for if you tried to catch back tech and they didn't back tech. And then if you teleport, kind of fucks you up. Things change in the corner, though. In the corner, you don't have to guess. So you just go for B tele, or you can go for B Gloom, or you can go for instant A Gloom. Either of them are fine. So corner is nice in that regard. So, off of FF2A, she has 4 setups. That catches, I think that actually catches back tech too. So if she spends meter against, let's see. Whoops. You can catch back tech. This doesn't catch back tech. But they can mash out, if I recall correctly. Let me put Wagner FF up. Yeah, so if they, so they're back ticking. They can mash out there a little bit depending on the character. But you also get the option to do delay, which lets you catch both and gives you some time to dash block. If they're blocking really hard, you also can bait the TP in this setup. Or let me turn them on DP so you can see this. Or with neutral tech, because neutral tech is more likely if they want a DP actually. Whoops. So if they're doing neutral tech DP, you can catch it like that. And if they're doing dash block, so if they're doing dash block instead, you can throw them like that and they eat a full damage throw. Which at that point, they're going to be like, okay, well, she can bait my DP, she can bait my dash block, and then you just get to go like this. And then you're pretty sick because you just got your 50-50 off. So yeah, in the corner, the other Gloom setups that you'll probably encounter look like this. So that's one of them. In this case, it can be really hard to get out of. She can super cancel, so this super cancel right here will eat any buffered inputs that they have before block stun ends. So they are not really going to get to, they have to rebuffer on the super flash, which means that most of the time people are just going to block that. A fireball or B fireball. Okay, so I'll go over that in a second. I can show you, I'll show the ICJC confirms that you have access to. So that's my favorite way to go into Gloom from neutral. You could also do something like this. You'll notice it hits afterwards. You generally use 236A because it'll stop from moving. But what people can do is they can 2A under your fireball and then dash at you. So you have to be careful for that. But that's more relevant when you do this. So now you have a setup, obviously. If you want to check that, you have to TK it because it'll hit them. But the problem with TK is it doesn't hit up back. And when people up back out of C Gloom, you generally do not get a good combo because it can be very hard to actually hit them before they land. So let's talk about ICJC confirms. So the basic ICJC confirm is this. If I don't drop it. And 3k, it's pretty good. The important part there, the reason it does damage is because when I did this 5B, I was holding B. But you can also do if you can confirm on the first hit. So you can't do this confirm if the first hit doesn't hit. And by do this confirm, I mean you can't hit confirm it. So let's go. You buffer into the J236B. And then you get to do a similar route to before. And that does 3.386. Note, you can't, in that route, you can't actually go into FF2A under because you'll use both of your wall bounces. And OTGs and wall bounces are shared. But if you want to do that, you just do a route like this. You lose 100 damage off of the ender, the combo, which you make up from this ender. So So something like that. And that does a lot of damage. Wagner is one of the characters that take a lot of damage from this. So yeah, low to the ground ICJC lets you do a J236B and then confirm into anything that's 15 or 16 frame. So in the corner, that's your confirm. If you're like right here, you get a really shitty confirm, and there's not much you can do about that. Off of other starters at the distance, though, you don't get too bad because that aren't 2A, because you can do this. And you can just do a combo like that. Something like that to end the game. But yeah. And then yeah, you could actually, if you do that route and you realize you don't have enough meter, this is a pretty good ender for Oki, to be honest. Oh yeah, that was 5k saving meter, so. I dropped it. So Hilda gets big girl damage because she can do a lot of supers with if she's not dropping it. What input is what? So there we go. That's big damage. Air Swords is half circle forward C in the air. But yeah, so Hilda gets big, the one after pin. So this one is BC, press A, and press down. This one, that is a half circle forward C in the air. On the ground, you get this. Is that what you were looking for? And when you have less than 30, you get this kind of damage. That route is actually really difficult. I don't recommend doing it if you're not used to it, but you get a lot of damage if you have full resources as Hilda. Do you need to TK the sword rain? No, FF2A makes it TK. Yeah, that's big deeps. Other big deeps is like other big deeps. Another good starter, since we're talking about starters, is this. This is your best punish starter, realistically speaking. If I don't drop this. That's 3.5k. Do you need to do the 5A? The 5A is so you can CVO. Yeah, no worries on the Gloom. Oh, another Gloom set. Sorry, Tora, I'm not done actually. There's one more Gloom setup you might see. The super makes it plus enough for you to mix. It's kind of bad mid-screen because they have to be close enough. Otherwise, they'll probably be able to backdash out of it and you won't be able to catch it. But in the corner, it's probably better than Gloom. You could also do like... you don't normally get... Most people don't mash there, but if you do, if they do mash, you get really good combos. So yeah. Yeah, so this is your best starter if you need to punish a DP. If you're not CH, this is just as good as every other. 5B is your other best starter. Everything else is too small. I don't know. I've done the crazy damage combos offline in games. It's just you don't often need them. A lot of the times. So let me show you. Let me turn life to 40. Auto increase. Auto recovery off. So I'll show you. Oh, let me turn Warple. Let me show you what a game might actually look like. So here is what a game might look like. Combo 1. I'm gonna jump to the other side. I dropped it. And look, I just killed someone from 0 off of in 3 combos off of 2A, and I only spent 50 meter for it. So yeah, you generally don't end up in a situation where you need a 6k damage combo. I do try to do them when I can, but a lot of the times it's not like it would be overkill. But yeah, so are there any more questions before I move off of what's it called? Off of training mode? Woo! Yeah. There are no really. There's Hilda has a TOD, but it's practice mode only. So, can you do the 5B route? Okay, so do you want for 5B? Do you want the no meter or the no meter route or the metered route? Because there's two routes actually. No meter. Okay, so I'm gonna put meter on. The big difference between meter and no meter is practically the same. So this is what I do for. Oh, let me turn CH off because no CH. Also, I find B routes are better than C routes in terms of ease of use. Oh shit. Ah! So this is the basic. That's 3.2k. That's probably what you want to do. You could also do this. You could probably do that. You could get more if you do the J2C routes. So that's the most damage you're gonna get. That route I just ended on is the most damage. If you're going to spend meter, it changes though. You want to do this. Because you can't use you have to save the OCG for FF2A. Alternatively, you can do this route. And anything like that works. But yeah. That's probably what I recommend. Here's the thing though. It doesn't always do 800 damage minimum. So yeah, I can put the Look at this. That's not 800 damage. It's only like 700 here. Yeah, it's a hurt box thing. Like, watch this. You'll love this one. This one's great. It's so good on Carmine, actually. Its min damage is 50. It's great. Great, yeah, see? You can't really do it on Carmine. You can't do it on Carmine, you can't do it on Hyde. Everyone else, it's okay to do on. Some characters have whack damage on it. Let me see if I can. I think Mika is one of the least. Hi. So, oh no, Mika's big body for some reason. The characters that get high damage by this are super weird. Did I try 63V air swords? Yeah, I don't know actually how to do that route, so I'm not sure what it is. Interestingly enough, Merc and Wall don't take more damage than the other big body characters. They only take the max damage. They're not more damage than other characters, which is interesting to me. Is it Hilda? I don't even know I honestly don't know what 63B arrow swords look like. So yeah, that's kind of min damage. Nope, because if you space it further out, it drops on everyone. So if you're like this, it doesn't work on everyone. So I mean, it's okay. At least for Carmine, it's okay because you don't really need necessarily the damage. But for Hyde, it's a little bit of a pain because it doesn't. You have to deal with DP still. If it was Carmine, like, yeah. What if you like? So let me go to Carmine. So if I did, I guess, but that's 500 damage, and this is just way more damage at that point. So like, yeah, no, it still doesn't work. I don't even think you have enough time to do that off of a pin, by the way. Because this is TK height. I mean, you might as well just do this. Or... like, that does just as much damage. So I don't really complain. 63C is a viable option in the two matchups where it doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah. That's also one of the reasons I'm actually liking the air swords better, is because you don't have to worry about 63C whiffing. I'm gonna go back to playing games and rank now. If someone else has a question, I'd be happy to go back into training mode. But I actually do need to play. Otherwise, dude's still AFK and ranked. Maybe I should search on Discord.